won't believe what happened just now. Now, what we did, we put the camera down while we were sitting on the bench and we were just having a discussion. We decided to record because you never know what comes up. We were thinking of ideas of the next video, and I just say, you know what, let's have a conversation. Do you have anything you want to ask me? And then my videographer asked me a specific question. We went a little bit sideways, but then we answered the question. So if you're interested in this, stay tuned, stay here, because I'm going to show you the video right now. Yeah, so good content. I think I'm very happy with that. What we're going to do, I think we're going to record another video near the supermarket there, because I have very interesting topic that I want to discuss about that. So yeah, do you have any questions?
I know somebody who's constantly working on their house, and she and his partner are looking to get an extension. It looks like it's good. I mean, I had no idea. I thought it was going to cost something like maybe like 10,000. Shows you how much I know, but apparently it's going to cost something in the region of £60,000.
Right, 60?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do they need extension for?
Just more space. Get another kid, you know, like they need another, like they want to turn part of the downstairs living room into another bedroom. They want to extend the living room out into the garden, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I think they're thinking about putting, like, you know, extending the fence beyond the property line.
I mean, with that money, you can buy a property almost for cash. So what I would say, he could potentially buy, well, definitely one, but potentially two properties if he splits that money into two deposits. Okay, so 30 grand each. And then he can buy two assets. They can pay for the liabilities. For example, putting an extension is a liability. If they are not in a rush to put that extension, what they can do, they can buy two properties, and with the rent they're receiving for these two properties, then they can put the extension on a payment plan. So basically the payment plan is paid by the two rents they're receiving, and when the extension is finished, they get to keep the two properties, which are going to give them money anyway, forever.
I mean, it sounds like, and I just knowing him, I know he'll probably ask. It's like you're putting a lot of money into one thing, but then you double down and you're putting money into something else. So instead of like going for your extension, you're going into property, which is, you know, quite risky.
It's riskier not to do it. If you spend the money in the extension, okay, yes, you get in a bigger house or whatever, the value of the house is growing, whatever, but then that's it, game over. You don't have any more funds. Yes, you can wait a few years, then release equity and so on, but it's a slow process. Well, if your friend has 60 grand now, I would definitely 100% buy two properties, and the rent will more than cover for that extension, plus these two properties are going to grow in value. The rent is going up. When the tenants move out, they can increase the rent and so on, because we decided not to increase the rent while the tenants are in. It's just our philosophy. You know, there are landlords that want to increase it, but I don't care, to be honest. I just want to have nice people in the houses. The houses are good standards, and I'm happy with them. They're happy with me. You know, I don't need to increase that rent. So once they move out, then what I do, I just put it to market value or a bit higher than market value if the property is being renovated. But over time, they always go up anyway. Now, if your friends buys these two properties, then after the extension is paid off, these two properties, they grew in value, and also the rent is giving them a better lifestyle. I don't see the risk in doing that, because we've done it multiple times. So the biggest risk is not doing anything. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, you know, I'd be happy to have a chat with your friend, but I mean, you have a good relationship with him. Just telling me that there are other options.
Yeah, I mean, it probably won't come as a surprise to you that even though they're coming from a point of view of trust in me, they'll also may not want to trust my particular judgment that I'd be influenced by. Like,
okay.
A lot of people, like, they go to courses, you know, they talk to someone else, and it's just like there's always that weirdness of easy money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's not as straightforward as that. That's something I come up against in Scotland. We general quite a lot. It's just like, oh, it's never as simple as that.
Oh, it's not just in Scotland, also in England. I mean, there's so...
There's such thing as a free lunch.
Well, there is free. You know what? We were actually laughing last weekend. We ran the 3 days at Stepping Bricks University live, and we offer lunch for the 3 days and also drink reception in the evening on day 2. And I kept joking at that. There's no such thing as a free lunch. That's true, but there are 3 free lunches here. So, but yeah, no. But going back to your friends, yes, the training courses. There are so many. They're not really good. They might give you. You pay thousands and thousands of pounds to go to this training course, and then you don't get anything, no support, no whatsoever. So I would recommend your friend to get educated, definitely, by professionals, but to do due diligence on the professionals, because man, there are so many out there that they're popping up like mushrooms. Don't get me wrong, some of them are good, but most of them they don't own a single property.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of sponsored links coming up on Facebook, and again, it may be because obviously the work that we're doing together, like, and maybe the algorithm's just picking up on it.
Yes.
There's so many people popping up on Facebook saying like the easy way to get a property, learn the key lessons.
Yeah, but
that stuff.
Look, I've checked on company's house. There's no properties that they own. And when sometimes I play with them a little bit, you know, I'm a bit naughty. So I send them a message, say, oh, how long you been in property for, and how many properties do you have? Because I've seen adverts, or I've seen like posting them saying, if you want to learn about how to replace your salary and create wealth from property, we have a program for you. And then when I ask them how many properties you have, they say, oh, just my residential. I mean, how can you teach people like that? I understand if you have a property business, if you're already going through the struggles and the wins, the success stories of your business, then fine. But if you're just starting out, how can you advise other people to do the same? Because it's not the same. You haven't done it.
Probably some people fancy themselves trainers, and have the mindset that you don't need to know the process to be a good manager. It's like you don't need to know but you do.
No, you do. Yeah, you do.
I just know from working in big institutions before, there's so many managers that aren't familiar with the day-to-day process of it.
Yes.
But they claim they know how to manage people.
Yeah, I have a story about that. I was working at the University of Stirling as a lecturer, and there was a point where I wanted to get out of that one because it wasn't my passion anymore, the topic. But teaching is still my passion. And I remember I wanted to change department from vet to business. And I wanted to...
You got a vet?
Yeah, fish vet.
A fish vet?
Yeah, very peculiar.
Sounds made up.
It's not, it's true. It's true, I have a degree on that. I've done my PhD in that one, so I became a professor there.
I'm only joking.
No, that's fine.
You can't expect a phrase like fish vet.
Fish vet, yeah.
To pass me by.
With my PhD, I'm a doctor, so when people say, oh, you're a doctor, I say, yeah, but not a useful one. So if you get sick, unless you're a fish, I can't really cure you. But jokes aside, I was trying to shift from my department to business and applied for the job, professor or lecturer, I can't remember now, in business. And at that point, I already had multiple businesses. They were successful, over £1 million businesses. And they didn't even invite me for the interview. And when I spoke to them, I said, can I ask what was the criteria for not even inviting me for the interview? I was very relaxed, but they said, well, you don't fit the criteria. And then by speaking to students, business students, they said they don't learn anything about how to run a business, but only how to work for a business. I mean, you're doing a business degree, and the lecturers teaching you business, they don't have a business. They have a job. It doesn't make sense. So property is exactly the same. There are so many people that they're teachers, but they don't have that business. So you don't want to learn from somebody that is not doing it. You want to learn from somebody that's going through the same pain and the same gain. I mean, that's my personal opinion. I might be wrong, I don't know, but the reason why I built Stepping Bricks was to make sure we inspire people, we change lives with values and with principles and with morals. I don't need to scam people. I don't want to scam. I want to sleep at night. So if you know that's somebody else's decision to run a business, that's not mine. So, but there are other people that are good in this business as well. So I don't want to paint all with the same brush. You know, going back to your friends. Otherwise, we need to go and record another video here. Now, going back to your friends, I'd be happy to have a chat if it needs more like a person that is actually doing it. Yeah, so yeah, just give
even people have had helping me, they've like listened to what's been said, and it's like I never thought of that before.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't ever consider it as a possibility for them.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of possibilities. Plenty of possibilities.
Just it seems like a lot of people say that it just seems like something that other people do, but
yeah, but let's turn these people into the other people that do it. You know, let's stop dreaming about it and let's start doing it. I mean, that's the best things to do. It changed my life. I'm helping changing lives of other people as well. So I'm not doing this on my own. I have my own mentors. You know, we have the team, my wife Olga, and so on. So you cannot do this on your own if you want to reach a lot more people. You can do it if it's just one person, two people. But if you want to scale it and reach more people, then I think that's the best things to do it. Ready for the next? Shall we go?
Yep.
Okay.